Hello, Dave Metzger coming to you from Mountainside Outfitters in Fort Missouri, just east of Springfield, Missouri. I have some amazing cutting-edge technology to show you today. It is awesome. We're so excited about it. So basically, we obviously do custom artwork on guns and everything else, and we would have many different methods to get to the point that we would have a completed gun that looked beautiful. Might involve 3D printing, might involve laser engraving, might involve painting, might involve printing. All those things are very time consuming, therefore expensive, and they're difficult because we have to convert all these different things into software that all these different machines understand, which is time consuming, which is expensive. We've got new technology, but before I get to that, let me show you a basic idea what I'm talking about. So this we've been able to do for years. We've been able to print in high quality, vivid detail for years and years on almost any surface. This ink is crazy durable. I would argue it's probably more durable than the Cerakote that it's painted on, that it's printed on. It is very, very durable. We've been doing these mags for many years. We've never had any issues with the artwork on it. It's super tough, but it's just doesn't give you that super high quality feel, especially on a gun, like engraving does, where you have texture and you have depth to the art. So we do that, and it comes out great, it comes out beautiful, but it has major limitations. You lose all the detail when you go that route. When you engrave it in, every color section has to be separated by metal so that the colors don't bleed into each other, and pictures aren't set up that way. They're set up with lots of grayscale, lots of shade, variations between colors. They're not crisp and clean, and they're not clip art. So we have to add all those lines into the artwork and separate and break this stuff down into all these different colors. So Sergeant Stitches, for example, he wouldn't be the very many different colors and shades he is here. It would get broken down into the most basics. So for example, the whole gun would be black because the detail that it would take to fill that in is just quite frankly physically impossible. Produced unbelievably awesome artwork. It was fantastic, it was wonderful, but it lacked that detail. If you wanted to try to get somebody's face in there, at best you could get like a silhouette image of like clip art, black and white, and you can color it, but you can't get that detail that you could get with the printing. But it had no texture, which makes all the difference in that art. When you see it in person, you feel it, you understand the difference with it. What we can do now is we can 3D print. We've been able to 3D print plastic. Now we're 3D printing ink. So this is not a magazine that was 3D printed. This is a normal everyday magazine that we took text and made it three-dimensional and put it on top of the magazine. This is just a magazine.